What is the meaning of life? Imagine the struggle. We seek meaning in a universe that offers none. Clarity in a reality that seems chaotic. Permanence in a world defined by change. How do we live when faced with this contradiction? This question, this tension between our desire for purpose and the universe's indifference, is what philosophers call the absurd. Albert Camus wrote, "Man stands face to face with the irrational. He feels within him his longing for happiness and for reason." The absurd is born of this confrontation between the human need and the unreasonable silence of the world. Yet this silence need not lead us to despair. Instead, it invites us to a life of courage, defiance, and creation. Let us reflect together on the nature of absurdism and how we might respond to it with wisdom, virtue, and dignity. Absurdism begins with a conflict. On one side is the human yearning for meaning, coherence, and permanence. On the other is the universe's stark refusal to satisfy these desires. We want answers. Why are we here? What is the purpose of life? But the cosmos offers only silence. Camus famously illustrated this in his Myth of Sisyphus. Sisyphus, condemned to eternally roll a boulder up a hill only to watch it roll back down, embodies the absurd condition. His labor is meaningless, yet he persists. Camus writes, "The struggle itself toward the heights is enough to fill a man's heart." One must imagine Sisyphus happy. This is the essence of absurdism, the recognition that life lacks inherent meaning and the call to embrace it anyway. Absurdism does not ask us to abandon our search for meaning but to continue it despite its futility, to find joy in the striving. While absurdism is often associated with modern thinkers, the seeds of its wisdom can be found in ancient philosophy. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." These words reflect an understanding of life's impermanence, its lack of guarantees. The Stoics and the Absurdists share a profound recognition. We cannot control the universe, only how we respond to it. The Absurdist asks, if life is without inherent purpose, why not despair? The Stoic answers, because purpose is not given, it is made. Though the universe is indifferent, we need not be. We can choose to act with virtue, to align our lives with principles of justice, courage, and reason. Camus echoes this spirit when he writes, "What counts is not the best living, but the most living." To face the absurd is not to surrender, but to resist. In resistance, we affirm our freedom and our humanity. Absurdism describes three possible responses to the confrontation with meaninglessness: denial, despair, and defiance. Many deny the absurd by clinging to illusions. They seek solace in false certainties, religious dogma, societal expectations, or the pursuit of wealth and status. Yet, as Camus warns, these illusions cannot erase the absurd. They only mask it, leaving us vulnerable when they inevitably crumble. Others, overwhelmed by the absurd, fall into despair. They see life as pointless and withdraw, succumbing to apathy or even suicide. Camus calls this philosophical suicide, the rejection of life's possibilities because its challenges feel too great. But there is a third way: defiance. To live with the absurd is to face it head-on, to acknowledge life's lack of inherent meaning and choose to create your own. Camus writes, "Revolt gives life its value. Spread out over the whole length of a life, it restores its majesty." To revolt against the absurd is not to reject it, but to embrace it, to live deliberately with full awareness of life's chaos and to create meaning through our actions. How then do we live with the absurd? The answer lies not in grand gestures but in the small, deliberate choices of daily life. The absurd reminds us that we cannot control outcomes, only actions. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The fruit of this life is a good character and acts for the common good." Choose to act with integrity, not because it guarantees success, but because it affirms your humanity. Camus urges us to find happiness, not despite the absurd, but because of it. Like Sisyphus, we can find fulfillment in the act of striving. Whether your boulder is a challenging career, a creative pursuit, or the care of loved ones, the effort itself can bring meaning. Both absurdism and Stoicism call us to live in the moment. Remind yourself often, receive without pride, let go without attachment. Life is fleeting, but its beauty is abundant. In the laughter of friends, the glow of the sunset, the quiet of the stars. Do not wait for meaning to descend upon you, find it here and now. The universe is unpredictable, yet this unpredictability is not our enemy. Camus writes, "There is no fate that cannot be surmounted by scorn. Embrace the chaos as the stage upon which you live your life. It is not order that defines us, but how we act amid disorder." No reflection on absurdism would be complete without addressing death, the ultimate symbol of life's impermanence. Both Camus and Marcus Aurelius agree, death does not diminish life's value, it enhances it. The Stoic sees death as a natural part of existence, while the absurdist views it as a reminder to live fully. Camus writes, "Come to terms with death. Thereafter anything is possible." This resonates with Marcus Aurelius's meditations. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. To live with the absurd is to walk a tightrope between despair and hope. The universe may be silent, but it offers us the freedom to speak, to act, and to create. It does not dictate our purpose, and this is its gift. Camus reminds us, the point is to live. A Stoic would add, to live is to align your actions with virtue, to cherish the present, and to persist in the face of uncertainty. Let the absurd be your companion, not your adversary, a reminder that life's meaning is not found, but made. What will you do with this freedom? The choice is yours. Embrace the struggle. Carry your boulder with pride. And like Sisyphus, imagine yourself happy. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe if you want more modern meditations.